Hello and welcome. This is Tam of the Tam BOTC channel. I'm your host. We're going to finish off finally The Evil Within on Chapter 15, An Evil Within, Part 15, I think, -2, depending on how this goes. You will be able to tell if the last episode was just called Part 15 and not Part 15-1, which would be like the first half of Part 15. We'll try and finish this off finally. Let's get started. Also, seizure warnings for those who have history with seizures and epilepsy, with like patterns, shapes, flickering, certain light patterns. Like flickering lights, like video games, like some horror video games have, and the fact that this level is getting really funky and weird. All right, let's begin.
Ruvik, I created this world.
Your mouth isn't moving appropriately. Are you from a Chinese movie? Spend more time syncing your words up to your lips. I hate this part. Right, come on. Let's get through this light show. Come on. This side. Oh, crud. Can't remember how I made it through this one. Oop. Okay, there we go. Yeah. We made it. Oh yeah, there's this. There we go. Wow, that was loud. Sorry. Anybody's ears bleeding yet? Let's just finish this off. I'm sure there's no goodies that I've actually missed that would count. Let's load all our weapons. Get over with this. Really? What's the point of... whatever. Let's just go up and get out of here. Right. Finally, making it to the end. ends here tonight. And then during the credits, I'll review this game. Give it a number, too. You guys like numbers. You like
If I
math.
make it out alive, I'm never riding
Math.
again.
My strongest suit is definitely not math, though. I like history, English, art. Love art. I need to do more art for the channel. My art is in the form of Minecraft, and I'm trying to do some stuff like drawings through the Wii U pad there.
It can't be.
It can be.
Help! Help!
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it. You're not just some rookie detective, and this is not just some ordinary kid. You killed Joseph and you shot me. So right at this moment, that's enough reason for me not to trust you.
You're a good man. That's why doesn't matter anymore. If you know who this kid is, if you know anything, you know why he can't be the one he is.
Bullshit. It's Ruvik. He's the one that... Leslie, stop.
Oh no, what are you doing? Oh no, you got liquefied! Ew. Brain juice. Uh-oh. Heck? Is it Silent Hill? What the... It's a brain! Yeah, I remember this boss. Looks like a Resident Evil boss once you see it. Ew. It's gross. Ouch. Definitely looks like a Resident Evil boss. Oh. Okay. I went pop like a zit. Dig it. I hate this part. That didn't make sense. Dagnabbit. This is a little over dramatic. Oh, he's impaled. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh, well, that's a coincidence. Reach for it, you lazy bum. Ugh. There we go. Perfect. He should be dead. Oh, look, it checkpointed me. Yuck. Should warn you of disgusting yuck. That needle started floating off of you. Oh, you don't need to take it out. It's floating off of you. Never mind, you idiot. Nice weird water stuff effects. Not.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
No, that's why I'm going to kill you.
Rick. I'm going to finish this.
Stomp on it. Oh,
Vital signs,
my
sir.
videos failed to upload. That sucks. Or did they both fail? That actually didn't happen in the DLC, surprisingly. Couple things didn't.
They're not going anywhere.
Which leaves me to wonder why they didn't explain some of the parts. Because it was a bit confusing. You could probably explain it away as they were seeing and hearing different things in certain scenes, but not everything was quite as explanatory as that. And the whole Leslie thing still confuses me because I think it's Ruvik and Leslie's body, but the way they took him away in the DLC just didn't seem like it. Or maybe it did, and that's what their goal was this whole time. I don't think it was, though. I think they wanted Ruvik away from him. Those two are dead. Don't know where Joseph is. They never really explained that. That's one of the worst things about this. He's probably in there, but who knows? Yeah, Leslie left. That's not a body bag. I remember watching outside Xbox. They said all there was a body bag sitting in it. That's just the seat. It's not true. So, let's start off with some good stuff. It has good environments, and it has a couple of levels that are cool. It has an interesting setup for what it's trying to do, and it does have some lore that seems more interesting once you get to the DLC, but that's the DLC. The DLC is not the game's campaign in its entirety, so that can't really count. And a lot of things aren't explained very well.
Is there anyone else?
Just give me some real fresh air.
Okay. They never really explain much. Weren't you not wearing a helmet just a second ago? Now you've heard all the bad stuff. First off, this ending doesn't feel very satisfying either, by the way. I feel like I'm probably I think he is in the real world, but I'm either still in the fake world because you still get headaches like this. And wasn't he taken off by a couple people? That wasn't really showcased very well in the DLC. Watch the DLC, because I don't know if I'll do a Let's Play of it. I feel like I just want to get this game out of the way, please. Now, let's start since the music's playing. First off, some of the music, like this song's good, but the rest of the music sounds like stuff from Silent Hill. There's enemies and scenes that are very much Silent Hill-ish scenes that feel like they're even ripped out of the game. Same with Resident Evil, which is all over the place showing. And it's the same director, so they weren't very creative. And if you took, for example, when I was talking about some of the stuff where they said the designers came together to make something truly different, it wasn't really. And this game's not really horror. There's no like scary elements. It'll jump scare a couple times, but it's not like good jump scares. If clowns is scary, okay, but these aren't even the most frightening clowns. They take a lot of levels that feel like they're too much inspired to the point that it's almost completely ripped out of like Saw movies or Silent Hill or even Resident Evil. And the characters seem like there's no backstory that's interesting behind them. Oh. So, Yoshi. So it doesn't feel like it's satisfying. The camera angles are really bad. Some of the hit detection's really bad and hard to focus on. Sluggish gameplay once again, and I feel like the characters are also trying to be and the scenery and some of those symbols were like umbrella symbols and trying too much to be like Resident Evil stuff. I almost thought this was a Resident Evil game when I saw it, like a prequel to all the Resident Evil games that explained its entirety, which of course I'm still wrong because Resident Evil 0 was supposed to do that, but I felt like it was an inside story, but it wasn't. But it still felt too much like it was trying to be Resident Evil. I think that, and when you go to Resident Evil Revelations 2, you can tell the controls are a lot smoother, the camera angles, the shooting. What's the point of the knife when you have it only for the backstabs, and even then, it's useless? Stealth is thrown out the window for most parts, not as much as the whole hiding in lockers and stuff. Like, you get thrown tons of goodies just to kill things, and you will die quite a bit, but mostly out of annoyance and anger, and you've seen quite a bit of that, not just from me. If you've watched, I will give a good example, and even other reviews that I've talked about. You heard I talked about Watch Mojo admitted this was disappointing. Even GameSpot and IGN said in their reviews that, of course, it's not a horror game, but it's still good. They still gave it a good rating, as well as Game Informer, which is weird. But, Halloween 4545, which is an awesome Let's Player, you should check him out, had big problems with this that I had problems with too, but my first playthrough wasn't as bad as you've seen of this playthrough, surprisingly. It's like the game was trying to be harsh, as well as this was the only game that was harming my videos compared to the others, either deleting them or just generally having sound problems with others. So, I hope you heard all of that. The music's quite loud. But, I compared a bunch of Let's Players that, and channels that said things about this that it was just not that great. But this is my point of view. I didn't like this game. I was very disappointed. I had a friend who's no longer a friend, by the way. He's a jerk, so that further makes it worse for me, but I don't think I became no longer friends after this. Until this came out. But it was promised to be the horror that revived horror. It really didn't. It ruined it. I feel like Alien Isolation needs more credit. This game goes on sale so much, and not in a good way. The voice acting, speaking of which, isn't the greatest. It's very linear, and it's trying too hard once again to be like Silent Hill, because Silent Hill is supposed to be awkward, disjointed, and sort of really short, like speeches that sometimes don't make sense and are more metaphorically, and you have to make sense of it later on as the puzzle pieces come together. But this one, the puzzle was completely splattered all over the place, and they were missing a ton of pieces. So I feel like that it wasn't complete. They really needed fixing on this game in many reasons. I had frame rate, for crying out loud, and even some lag at times, which is surprising. Like, when I'm playing my Dead Space game, you can tell it's running a lot smoother, and it still looks good. This game's, for some reason, coming back to it, even looks worse in ways, which is sad, because it has nice scenery for some parts. Another thing, speaking of that, there were a lot of light areas, where this game's trying to make you feel claustrophobic and afraid of the dark in ways, even if you're not, and have an atmosphere that's really intense. It really didn't. It was really small in those areas. And what I was talking about before, where it was most of the places didn't have a backstory or a reason why you were there. They were just sort of random. This whole game was sort of random and had no reason. There's that good music. Gary Noman made a long way down. That's probably the best thing you'll find out of this game. The leveling up doesn't feel satisfying. It feels pretty much the same. Tiny bit more, but it's pretty much the same. I think the thing that stuck out the most to me, though, was the sniper rifle's insta-kill, but even then I feel like that's not much. And since the aim is sort of bad, you saw it keeps moving up and down. There's no way to hold your breath and have it stay still. Sorry if I'm going too fast, by the way. I just want to build this up until the end of the credits. But like the only thing that felt substantial to me, leveling up wise, was the regular bolts to your crossbow hitting your enemies. And I feel like each character, Sebastian was basically your handsome, good-looking guy rip-off of Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. Kidman was, what's her name? I just talked about her. Anyways, it's the woman in red that's knows Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4, and she's got a crossbow too, which once again makes the crossbow in this game look stupid and rip-off-ish-y. There's no, if that's a word. There's not much to that. There were times where there was so many texture pop-ins, it was ugly. This game feels much older looking for all the other games you could look at. Even Destiny and such look better than this. Even before they had the Taken King and their remasters and such, they still looked better. It was really sad. It almost looked like the graphics of and not even really good graphics of what Gears of War was aiming for, if anything. The first Gears back in 2006. But game was long and had quite a few chapters, but you felt like you wanted to get it over with, like I did, faster than you do. And there are people who will stand up for this game, but really there's not much to stand up for. There's really worse than good. And there's probably arguments, but I feel like at this point they're not substantial and they don't matter. Even if mine don't matter, I'm pretty sure people don't think mine matter either. But if you want to hear mine, once again, if you read my, I probably made tons of references back in the last couple videos though. But if you read my bio or whatever to my channel, it says I may have dislikes or opinions that you may not agree with. Necessarily doesn't mean you have to agree with those. It just means that I share those, whether you share them or not. It doesn't mean they have to be your opinion either, which I'm pretty sure you won't. Really, 20 deaths. I feel like there was a lot more due to how annoying it got after a while. I sped run a lot of parts, as well as bosses that were really easy at times too, if you noticed that. So let's save this. We've played this for 12 hours. Wow. That's quite a bit though. That's a good amount. I'll say that's a good thing, but coming back to the whole you don't feel like playing this much, yeah, not worth it. The pre-order is also not worth it. So I feel like the entirety of this game is just flat out bad. I will say that it's not as bad as you do get rewards at the end, which is similar to the rewards at the end of Resident Evil games. But you do get like a rocket launcher, a machine gun and such, trophies and other things. DLC isn't that great. There's a first person The Keeper DLC, which is really dumb. But I'm going to delete this game immediately from my games list. But let's get there now, actually. Those are all my pinned games for later on. Fallout 4 is coming soon, yay! But this game's not as bad as The Order 1886. I'd hate to go back to that game, and I have a feeling I might, just for I hate to play video, because if you like this video or this concept of a video to sort of mock or review a game as you're in the progress of playing it and gather your thoughts on it, then I feel like it's more substantial. But thank you very much for listening. Whether you agree or not, it's still nice to know that somebody was able to listen. I don't mean any rudeness, harm, or to hurt your feelings, and I apologize deeply if I did. No, I'm not a Canadian. No, I'm just joking. Canadians are awesome. Most of my friends are Canadian. I still have a friend who's Canadian I haven't talked to him recently. I should. I haven't gotten to him because my mic has been sucking so badly. That's why. I can't even talk to my friends on the Xbox now. But I'll try and get back in contact with them on the. Alright, ready to witness this. Look how much gigabyte that is. That's stupid. What is that? Oh, okay, I know what that is. The DLC is the pre-order is barely worth it. Doesn't last long. It's like a health kit and a gun. I can't remember what else. Wasn't enough to satisfy. That's a lot of gigabyte. The game itself is 30 gigabyte. This isn't as large as a game like Far Cry 4 or Elder Scrolls Online. Why is it so big? It's like more than half of what Elder Scrolls Online is, and it's more than Far Cry 4. That's crazy. It does not make sense. Anyways, I'll do some more episodes of Metro 2033 with a Russian accent. With some Russian too. I'll get to Resident Evil, Alien Isolation. I'm going to do another messing around video of Evolve. I'll hopefully get to Life is Strange. I'll probably do some messing around at Elder Scrolls, maybe Minecraft. I'll finish up Assassin's Creed Syndicate because I really love playing that game. I just finished all the side missions too. I'll get to more Transformers Devastation. I can't wait for... Wait, why does it say... Oh, okay. Okay. I want to do that with my friend. But thank you very much for joining. I also have another thing loading. Oh, that's where it's now. Okay, never mind. I'll show you my games. I'm getting a ton of plugs, so if you want to get involved in being a Let's Plays, these are the games I have for the one currently. I also have Dead Rising 3 and a couple, I think, Titanfall. So take a good look at those. If you want to be involved in any of those, get in a party with me and join in a Let's Play. Give me your thoughts on the game we're playing or watching, and tell me what you think. My final thoughts on Evil Within, if I had to give it a concluding rating, and I was hoping that Angry Joe would give it a review, but he didn't. He did a live playthrough, and he even pointed out a few things. There is aim detection problems, and some of the bullets go through enemies without even hurting them or damaging them. That was disappointing. But if you want to be a part of any of these, please let me know. Leave comments below, like, favorite, and subscribe. My final rating for this game has to be... Really thinking on this. I think because there's actually gameplay, it's long, substantial, and it's not as bad as some of the games I've seen, but it was one of the worst of last year. I think the worst of last year was Risen 3 Titan Lords. Oh my goodness. But this isn't like broken bad, but it still has like some glitches, like that smoke glitch. What the heck was that? And like texture pop-ins. It doesn't go up to date, even though it's a 2014 game with its graphics. And that bar thing before the game got the fix for that was stupid too, but it's got the fix. But before it would even get a lower rating, because that's annoying and is not cinematic. But I'd give it a 4 out of 10. I might do the Order 1886. I might have to skip a couple parts because there's some scenes that I don't like. I'm sure nobody else wants to see. The pre-orders to that game is completely useless. They make the Evil Within ones look useful, more useful, and actually they are. But thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time on the next video of whatever else I do. And have a good day. We're finally done and complete with this game. And tell me how this new headset is working. It's having fuzzy sounds. Which version you prefer. I'm trying to get rid of the whole echo to it. But this has been 36 minutes, so I have to end this. Whoa. Holy crud. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. But tell me what you want to see played. I'll probably get to Halo. I uninstalled Halo 5 Guardians because I'm frankly mad at it right now. And I can't really do much with my friends anyways because my mic has been garbage. But I will soon, so I don't have to worry about that for long. So thank you very much. Please help the channel to grow very much. I very much appreciate it. And you guys are all awesome, whether you're a stranger or not. Just don't be stranger danger or too weird. You wouldn't want that. Because I can be weirder. No, seriously.